This is training for case managers and staff in the usage of the Relay Health personal health record provided through the Minnesota Department of Human Services. This session describes how Otter Tail County case managers and staff at participating partner provider organizations will use the Relay Health DHS personal health record in their day-to-day work with beneficiaries and legal representatives on behalf of beneficiaries. The initial onboarding and registration process for beneficiaries and legal representatives is defined in a separate document. The functionality for both case managers and for other staff members is identical, although initial setup is different. Setup will be done by Relay Health or DHS and is not addressed in this document, which assumes that all of that is complete. Note that the functions described below are in addition to the case manager functions described in beneficiary and legal representative onboarding, and that assumes that those beneficiaries and legal representatives already have accounts in the Relay Health personal health record. So to start, the case manager or provider staff logs into the Relay Health personal health record using their username and password that they have set up as part of the onboarding process. This is the home page for the Practice Entity Portal or Provider View. It is the same for case managers and for staff at partner provider organizations. The case manager or staff person's name is displayed. In this example, the first name is case and the last name is manager. In the at-a-glance example below, the user has access to multiple inboxes from a list of all inboxes and has chosen to show 3 of them in the at-a-glance view. Access to inboxes will vary by user. Click on all inboxes to see this view of all the inboxes to which the user belongs. Click on Scheduled for this view. Then click on the desired inbox to see scheduled but not yet sent messages. In this view, there are no scheduled messages. Continuing in the home page view, Reminders shows action needed by the user. Patient Approvals will list all requests from legal or authorized representatives for access on behalf of a beneficiary. Beneficiaries acting on their own behalf do not generate patient approval messages or action needed. Click on Patient Approvals to get the next screen. Click on the desired hyperlink under Subject to get to the next screen for a particular message. Click Accept or Decline as appropriate for the request. Accepting request is documented in the onboarding flow for legal or authorized representatives. The request can also be assigned to a colleague for action. In messaging, click to open the desired inbox. Unopened messages are shown as closed envelopes in the icon, and previously open messages are shown as open envelopes. Click on the hyperlink of a desired message to get to the next screen. As appropriate, click on Reply or Assign to Colleague or Archive to act on this message. Note that messages can be archived but are never deleted. Click Close to leave the inbox without acting on it. Click Reply to Patient to get to the next screen. This is a sample Reply to Patient screen. Fill in the message text or use a message template. If desired, click on Add or Delete Files to attach files or documents to the message. Click or unclick options as desired. From an inbox, click on Patient Message or Colleague Message to send a new message. To view sent or draft or archive messages, click on the desired folder. Scheduled messages. From Messages, click on Scheduled to get to the next screen. This screen shows messages to be sent in the future. Click on the hyperlink in Subject to edit the message, including the future delivery date. Click Print or Cancel Delivery if desired. scheduling a new message to be sent. Click on the recipient. This is an example of a patient message to a beneficiary, first name, beneficiary, last name. Click in the patient information window to get to the next screen. Fill in the message information, then click Schedule Message to get to the next screen. This is confirmation that the message was scheduled. Results represents functionality that will not be used in the initial rollout of the Relay Health PHR in the Otter Tail Collaborative. Click on Patients to get to this screen. Then enter all or part of the patient's or beneficiary's last name in the search window. Then click in the patient window, information window, to get to the next screen. This is the patient, beneficiary, summary information screen as viewed by the case manager or provider partner staff member. The information shown in the lower half of the screen is the same as in the beneficiary view, although the look and navigation are different. Although the Relay Health PHR is fully featured, we will not initially use all capabilities. However, beneficiaries or their representatives may choose to use functions such as problems, medications, allergies, and so on that will not be used as part of the TEFT PHR project. If so, that information will be displayed in the information below. The main functionality we will use is files. This item is called documents in the beneficiary or patient view. Click on Files to get to the next screen. This is an example of how files or documents appear in the case manager or provider staff view. All documents have their source identified because multiple organizations can upload documents. In the example below, all documents show as visible to the patient, beneficiary, because the beneficiary has uploaded them. If another source uploads them, the source can choose to make them not visible to the patient. To view a file, click on its name under File Name. To add or delete a file, click Add/Delete Files to the health record. To add a file, browse to the file location on your local computer and select it. Set visible to patient to no if desired, recognizing that yes is the standard default. Then click Upload to get to the next screen. The new file appears in the list below with source indicated as Case Manager. To delete a file, click Delete. However, be aware there is no undo function, so be very careful when deleting files. Other functionality from the Case Manager provider staff view of the beneficiary record. Click on Actions to see this list, then click on the desired action. We will not use new referral, add provider link, find duplicates, or share this patient record. So you can click on New Colleague Message, which is the same functionality as we previously documented. New Patient or Beneficiary Message, once again, the same functionality as previously documented. Or View/Print Patient Health Record. The home page and other settings can be customized by the individual by clicking on Edit/View to get to the next screen. Use this screen in a couple of ways. One, editing the display of the at-a-glance inboxes and reminders that we showed at the beginning of this training. And second, updating contact information, user ID, password, and security questions. Click Save when the update is complete. That concludes this training session.